This mirror here is essential, just in case I need to have a pee or a poo. Anyway, see, I have to time my days. I've run out. This is my modem, you see, and it's just run out of battery. But got to go and charge. Anyway, why have I gone to my shit camera? If I drop dead now, I mean, this is all deadly serious, and I've spent several years. I didn't know what I was doing. That's the lovely thing. I didn't know what I was doing. I was gradually revving up the rhetoric, the lines, and myself. I don't care about humour. I don't need humour in my life. I was born an absurdist. Everything is just absurd. But to the point, when you've got a kid, no matter what, you are fundamentally serious. Anyway, so we've had, well, with the actual test results from the River Wye, which I take credit from because I nudged somebody into the amount of people, including, oh God, him yesterday. Like, they all do the same. These blokes, they're horrible. You do nothing. Mate, I spent three months, like not just 3 months slightly pissing around doing something. No, I spent 3 months before I autumn 2023, yeah, no, 2, like, just gently, sweetly hustling every single person I encountered who I recognized and kind of, oh, they're a bit green. And you always have to talk to the woman. If you're meeting a couple, you always have to talk to the woman. That's just the rules, because she will want to talk to you anyway. Hey, have you heard about Lucy Hurt? No, of course, none of them have heard about the attempt to put a designated river bathing area in Hereford as the only way to enforce current legislation on the River Wye at Hereford. No point doing it there. The amount of crap going into down the drains there. But so 3 months, like, and it's actually kind of dangerous. That sounds paranoid. No, it is. I was actually in a very vulnerable position where you don't, if they think, oh, that person's like bugging me a bit, they'll set people on you. They're horrible, these people. Oh, they're all the fucking, look up Ellie Chowns. There you go. They all of that kind of person. And we knew her. Anyway. 8 spots. Rivers Arrow, Lug, Tame, Wye in 3 areas. You could have a designated river bathing area, and that brings in higher, much more rigorous water testing legislation. So I would be ribbing them. None of smiling. Oh, that's a great idea. And then they don't even. None of them would actually go as far as to block you. Mind you, I didn't really use WhatsApp then, but it's like, they never even email you. They say they're going to email you. They never do. Or the few that you decide, well, I'll actually try and take your email. They never reply. Absolute Pharisees, Sadducees, mad people, all of them. But being middle class, you can't talk to somebody in the next class down. They're lost. But being middle class, also, they will attack you. So where did I get onto that? Yeah. Anyway, yes. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, because there's a joke coming up. Right. So due to me, eventually one person did take forward a designated river bathing area on the Wye at the Warren. The results came through of much more rigorous water testing, diabetic medicine, animal products, toxic animal products, in other words, from their fucking dogs going into the river, etc., etc. 3 weeks ago, research findings, yes, all sorts of, Prozac piss, even ketamine, toxic flea powder in the ocean. What will be next? The poor fish will all be losing weight. They'll be starved to death. The fish will be starved to death. Because all you hear every fucking day on the BBC is, oh, the fat people medicine is going to cure everything, which will end up down the drains too. Even Southern Water said. And that's in a region where most places will have a municipal sewer. You're going to have to put less down your fucking piss pot. Even Southern Water. For the first time ever I heard that. This is where your Fergal Sharkey is just a pathetic child. Okay? And all the others. I've noticed there's 3 rivers joined to this Lee Day lawsuit. I'm going to fucking have them. Nobody will speak about in the actual environment. The South Downs of England aren't the environment. The environment is Western Herefordshire, Eastern Powys, these kinds of places, which do not I should imagine the majority of people there are not on mains sewer in that whole region. And nobody says, put less down the drains. And the simple, most women, I go around speaking with people nicely. I just feed things into conversation. Fluent and effluent, every single one of them is. But when I say, as I have been for a year and a half, listen, down here, places like Wales, places like West Herefordshire, 50 years ago, there would be 3 items only, 3 chemical cleaning products, whatever, in a kitchen 50 years ago, and probably 3 items only in the bathroom. Now it's several hundred, or at least 75, 100 in your average household. Oh, and I have many photographs of average households where I've been working. It's just unbelievable. But here's the thing. Every single woman says, yeah, you're right. And they mean it. They actually mean it. I have many interviews face-to-face of them saying so. I daren't put up a single personal interview in this area. They're so snotty, and they're so, I'll use her word, the pole, hateful. They're so hateful. Have you created something that could possibly hint at me? Yes, all of you. Anyway, but they all, there is no hesitancy. Yes, you're right. 50 years ago, the absolute minimal products. Even 40 years ago, up till about 35 years ago, almost minimal products. But none of these people, none of these latter-day disastrous, useless messiahs, from George Monbiot to Fergal Sharkey, down to poor Found Jesus Ruttlebrand, and then all the women of the Green Party, none of them ever, and the Extinction Rebellions, who were the middle class actually of the marches, and I knew most of them actually, will ever say, me too, our household too. Yes, we've got to make sure we put so much less down the drains. And all it's going to be now is the poor fish are going to get starved, because rather than actually do the hard work of going around speaking with people, which I have been doing for 10 years, a lot, in danger, alone, yeah, they all need anti-fat medicine now, which is going to end up pissed down the piss pipe too. Prozac piss, I can't even remember what it's called. Ozempic, Ozempiss. It's just endless. And they all blame somebody else, rather than be elders, mother hens, because only women have got a voice in this society. I understand that 100%. Particularly with the men who are meant to be the goodies. I know them, who are just useless. Ozempiss. Every single parent, like with a 3-year-old, knows the key to everything is setting an example. But not when it comes to their behaviour. They just blame somebody else. And if you even hint that they could have behaviours that are part of this same thing that's been going on for 50 years, and especially when I developed the art of making sure categorically you're the exception to this. No, their pathetic little fat minds is, he means me too. I wouldn't dare even hint that. And then all they do is, maybe that is the definition of hate, which I don't really believe in. Anyway, the end. All good fun.